Hi guys, we meet again. Okay, so for today's video, we're gonna talk about developing your own styles to make use of the various words functionalities. Okay, so it's very useful in formatting, right? So this is a normal text, right? So I'm going to show you how to develop that chapter 1 and chapter 2, the headings and all. So please stay tuned. All right. Now, the most important thing with styles is that you actually want to use this. Okay. This is called a multi-level list. All right. And what you want to do now is define a new multi-level list. Okay. So you have something like that, right? So let's say, so this is actually your heading 1, okay, and that corresponds here. So level to modify 1 means it's heading 1. If it's 2, then it's heading 2 that you're changing the formatting for, okay. So let's look at 1 where it's actually in the form of chapter and what it is, okay. So chapter will be constantly constant, whereas the title after that is up to you. Okay, in that case, if when you open this is nothing there, right? So you actually have to type chapter space, and you see the gray area there. It means that that is the number that is going to be changed in the text. So imagine when you use heading 1 in chapter 2 later on. That's why Word will identify that as number 2 because it reads from the list that you already have. Okay, so when you apply heading 1 to chapter 1, it's simply going to say, okay, this is 1. And when you apply that to the next one, it's going to automatically read that as number 2. Okay, so that's why this is great. And that means it will change automatically. So it can be 1 to 3, or it can be a different form of numbering letter as well. Okay, it can be ABC or something like that. So it's very functionalized. Okay, you can definitely do what you want to do with this one. Okay, right. So that is fine. So we want to change 2 now. Okay, so imagine that with normal Word templates, it's going to be empty there. So what you want to do is, because this is chapter 1, okay, and naturally you would want any subtopic of chapter 1 to be linked with the chapter, okay, the chapter number. So you will choose this, include level number from level 1, okay, indicating the chapter 1 before, and then you add period, okay, and then look at here, number style for this level, and you change that to 1 to 3. So what that does is, okay, I've explained to you about chapter 1 before, and now it's similar to 1.1. So if you have something like this, then it's gonna definitely change every time you change, every time you apply heading 1 or heading 2, okay. So make sure that it looks something like this. Okay, you can also change the font if you'd like. Okay, and do for heading 3. Again, level 1 first, period, and then level 2, period again, and then third one is here. Okay, so it corresponds to level 3. Okay, and then we'll try and see how that looks like. Okay. So look at that. Now you have chapter 1, chapter 1. Why? Because this is something that you've typed before. Okay, so delete that. And if you hover there, it's going to be gray because that is already on your heading. So you can actually change the fonts, the settings for this one very easily. Okay, of course, you can also do, sorry, you can also do that from here, from the multi-level list, okay, where you can change the font. But I just like to do it from here. So Times New Roman, 12, bold, and then the color. Okay, you only need to do this once actually. Okay, and very important, once you already did what you want with the title, okay, so one more thing here is the line spacing, double spacing, 0 here and 24 here. Okay, this is already explained in the previous video, so I hope you've already watched that so you can understand why this is done. Okay, and you have something like that. So highlight that, go to styles, right click, and then update heading 1 to match selection. So this will enable you to easily change the formatting of the styles. So whenever you do that, okay, you can, whatever changes that you made will be able to be applied immediately to the styles. Okay, so next time you just click on styles and it's gonna follow that formatting. Okay, so here still doesn't look right. So what you have to do is shift enter. Okay, have something like that, and you want it to be center. Okay, and again, if you want this to be a recurrence, you don't want to do this every time, so just update again. So it's the next one in chapter 2 is going to follow this. So what happens here? Background study, try heading 2. Okay, and it looks like that. So again, you have to change. Okay, so actually you can change this here if you want. So you can modify that. Okay, heading 2, you can change that to automatic. Here is Times New Roman 12, bold, and then you can also change the paragraph here immediately. Okay, spacing double and 0 here, 24 here. Okay, and let's see what's gonna happen. Done. So it's like that. Oh yeah, you would also want to have tab here, which can also be done through that.